Havana Cigar Club, located in Warwick, Rhode Island, is a great place to enjoy a drink and a cigar. Stogie Geeks listeners can find a $5 off coupon on our website by clicking the HCC logo. Welcome, everyone, to Stogie Geeks Shorts, the Fight Chuck Norris Cigars. That's right. Will and I are going to go through our top 5 favorite Fight Chuck Norris cigars. Will, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
So just a little bit about the Fight Chuck Norris rating. We needed something in between the Boxworthy and the Oasis, because there were some cigars that we just felt landed in between. I don't remember exactly how we came up with Fight Chuck Norris for them, but that's the rating we ended up with, and it is our most popular rating. People love this rating, Will.
Yeah, you know, when a brand gets the Chuck Norris rating, they're very proud of it. I gotta admit, originally when I kind of came on board, I was like, it's a little goofy, but it's like I said, it's been it's been our most popular rating. So agree.
Absolutely. So, of course, we honor Chuck Norris in this rating, so we had to put pictures up of Chuck Norris for this segment. So I will, I believe we have all the images queued up. So, Will, what I'll do is I'll go through my 5, and actually there's the first one right there, and then I'll have you go through your 5 just so our production staff doesn't pull their hair out.
That sounds okay.
So the first one I had is an Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Personal Reserve Robusto, and these just came out this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that came out at the same time at the Eye of the Shark, and
Yes.
I think while we were all looking at the Eye of the Shark, that one really surprised a lot of us.
Yes. I mean, this is on its way to being Oasis, but I didn't quite feel that it was Oasis yet.
Right.
You know, and to call it Boxworthy would be doing it a disservice. Obviously, that's why it landed in the Fight Chuck Norris rating. It's just an awesome medium to medium full cigar. I'd say more medium than full, but just full of flavor and very smokable. So
I love that cigar. Good pick.
And these are not in any order. I did have the Padron 50th Anniversary Limited Edition Natural on my list as well. That, when I rated it, was Fight Chuck Norris. This one I can see going very quickly to an Oasis rating for this cigar. And in fact, on last night's show, Stogie Santa rated this one higher than the Maduro. And he flip-flopped on that one. So
he totally flip-flopped. He went on the other side of that one. But I will say that is a Chuck Norris cigar. It is on my list, and it's worthy of being on there.
Now, some of you may remember the Tatuaje Monster series that were offshoots to the regular Monster series, right? They did the Little Monsters, they did the Pudgy Monsters, and there's a new one coming out too, right, Will?
There's the Skinny Monsters.
Skinny Monsters are coming out.
Yep, which are more petite Lanceros.
Yeah, so this is the Chuck, which is in the Pudgy Monsters line. This is a little short Robusto. I believe Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on this cigar as well. If I remember my
Habano.
memory. Is it Habano?
It's a Habano wrapper.
I swore when I looked at it and I smoked it, it was Connecticut broadleaf, but that just goes to show you that different tobacco doesn't always necessarily fall into a specific flavor or taste category. I love this cigar. This cigar is awesome. I would totally buy a box or more of these. It's one of my favorite to come out of the Tatuaje line. I hope someday to see this be regular production.
Well, the good news is that that Skinny Monster, which is coming out, there are plans to take each of them into a regular production, but it will be in the, as you know, size could make it different. It's in the Petite Lancero format, not in this format.
Interesting. We'll have to see how it does in that new format.
Yep.
This next one really surprised me. This was a value-priced cigar that I purchased online a long time ago. I bought a bundle online, and this is the La Aurora Corojo in the Churchill size. And I let these age probably for at least 4 years before I went back and smoked them. And I tell you what, Will, with age, even just 4 years on these, they're just amazing. They're amazing. Did I send you one of these?
Yes, and it's a very good cigar.
Very good, right? And I want to say I probably paid $4 for a Churchill. Fantastic value. And a lot of the La Aurora blends age really well. They may not be strong to start with, but they're going to age really, really well. I found that to be one of the characteristics from the La Aurora portfolio. This next cigar is actually one that I smoked on the show last night, and well, let's just say Stogie Santa was on the show, and it was a little distracting on the show.
Oh my
The
goodness!
episode we recorded last night, but I lit up one of these La Flor Dominicana Los Perfectos. This is the unbanded. So this came in a box of, I believe, 5 Perfectos, and 2 of them are unbanded, and 3 of them have bands on them. And it's a very distinct Perfecto shape. You can see it there when the picture comes up. It is not. It doesn't taper too much. Yeah, there it is. There's just like a slight taper to it. And I tell you, the one I smoked last night, Will, when did I review this one? A while. Hold on, see if I can get the date. I can't get the date easily. Yes, I can. October of 2014, I reviewed the one that's depicted here on the screen, and I smoked another one last night, and I would still hold. It is Fight Chuck Norris still today. Hasn't lost anything. They're just full of flavor. I don't know what the blend is on this one. I don't think they ever released what the blend was.
I don't think they did. Yeah.
If we asked Lito, he may tell us. He may not. I probably should have asked him when we had him on the show. We were kind of limited in time, but this is just a. If you can find these 5-packs, definitely buy one.
I agree. I would agree.
And it's one of those ones that I tried to pick some ones that fly under the radar. So that La Aurora for me and this La Flor Dominicana are 2 that like kind of fly under the radar. So,
Yep, totally agree.
alrighty, Will, let's hear your list.
Well, I started off with, and I was debating whether to include this one or not, but it is a really good cigar, and that's the Davidoff Art Edition from 2014. I think that came in the form of a Perfecto, and in my opinion, it was one of the best Perfectos to ever come out of Davidoff. Now, why I hesitated putting it on the list is it was a one-time release, but they are still around if you can find them, and they are still smoking at a Chuck Norris level, is what I'll say. Tons of flavor. The Perfecto format just really gives you everything that you would expect from a protective format with some of that tapering and stuff like that. So I highly recommend if you could get some of these, get them.
Excellent. Yeah, I really like that cigar too. I think I had it at Chuck Norris, I think I had it at Chuck Norris as well.
Yeah, I came close to putting the Oasis rating on. I did thought it fell a little short, but again, nothing wrong with a Chuck Norris rating there.
Absolutely. And we shared one on our consolidated list here, Will.
Yeah, and it was the Padron 50th anniversary natural. I'll still say I'm on Team Maduro as an Oasis and a cigar of the year, despite what Stogie Santa has said. But in fairness, he has done a recent smoke of that, and I haven't. But what I will say about the natural, I want to add is that is the best Padron natural I've had.
Yeah.
So, or at least you could say top 2 or 3. It is really a good cigar. So, me going Maduro is not a knock on this cigar. It's totally worthy of a Chuck Norris rating.
Excellent. And you got an Avo on your list.
Yeah. So it's the Avo 85th limited edition 2011.
Yeah, I remember this cigar.
Yeah, it's a diadema shaped cigar. And it followed one of my all-time favorite cigars, which was the Avo LE10, which probably is my all-time favorite Avo. But my expectations when this 11 came out, I said nothing's gonna hit the 10, and it didn't. But this is still a really, really good cigar that has held up very well with age. So I've smoked some of these recently, 4 to 5 years old, and there's still tons of flavor. And this cigar's got a hidden strength to it, is what I'll say.
It does. I'm
deceiving.
glad you mentioned that. I'm very glad you mentioned that. Yes.
It's deceiving. Yeah. So it will sneak up on you if you let it. But yeah, again, and these were in the Avo Greatest Hits as well. So and the one that was in there smoked Chuck Norris level as well.
Excellent. This next one, Will, is I like your pick on this next one because this is one I had actually started flying under my radar, and we smoked this on the show together, and I believe both rated it the Chuck Norris.
I believe so too. And I'm a big fan of the Debonair Maduro in the belly. As is Stogie Santa. I think this is what's good about this cigar. It's a regular offering, so you can find it. I find these are consistent. I find that they bring the best of that Connecticut broadleaf with just a little bit of that debonair, meaty taste to it. But I do think it excels in this Bellicoso format with the tapering. So they've held at a Chuck Norris level each time I've smoked them. So it's a solid Chuck Norris cigar in my book.
Very nice. And you round out your list with an offering from La Flor Dominicana.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Well, this is, in my opinion, right now, we're into 2016 and probably 3 months in, and this is probably the best cigar I smoked this year. It's the small batch number 6 by Lito Gomez. I think they got back to what the small batch series was. I mean, there's just a ton of flavor with this cigar. It's an all Dominican Puro is what I'll say about this. And it is going to be one of those cigars that increases progressively with strength and body. So as it starts out kind of in that medium, and it's just going to build up on this. Some folks, I know you weren't quite as high on this one as I was.
Yeah, I had it at a box split. Now you got me wanting to revisit it.
Yeah, I gave it the Chuck Norris. I've seen most people, I would say, under our rating system would have it somewhere between a box split and a Chuck Norris.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people who agree with me; they really love it. I think, but everyone agrees. I think this is one of the better small batches to come out in recent years.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, you can find all of our Chuck Norris, Fight Chuck Norris for them rated cigars on our website, StogieGeeks.com. You go to the Stogies page, and there you can sort all of our cigars that we've rated on the show on our website and look at everything that's Oasis, Boxworthy, Fight Chuck Norris. It's all there on the website. If you watch the regular show, we do rate every single one of our cigars with this rating system that we have. And we broadcast live every Thursday evening, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, up until May 9th, where we're going to switch to Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you check out StogieGeeks.com and cigar-coop.com for all the latest cigar news and reviews. Thanks, everyone, for watching.